Oh my goodness. What is going on, everyone? How is it going? Hopefully, my signal is good enough to actually make this work this time. Hmm. We're going to be getting into it here. Um, I have to make sure first, though, that everything's good. Once I have that going, we'll see what's going on. Okay? Is that cool? Is that cool? Is everyone cool with that? All right. So as long as I know that that's good to go, I'll get the audio going on my end here. Try that out. Make sure that that all sounds good, and then we'll get going here. If you don't know what this is about to be, basically, I'm going to be talking about toys for adults that don't involve stimulating certain parts of your body, and then we'll get into it. Talk about some stuff that I may have gathered in my journeys this week, and then we'll just have a nice little vibe session, and I'll do some paper toying, and I don't know if you guys know about that either, but basically I'll just start working on some paper toys that I've been working on, and get real zen about it. I even have maybe a weird Todd McFarlane Lego set I want to work on from Rick and Morty. I got one of those. So let's get right into this because I think this is working. Audio sounds pretty good on my end. If anyone is, wants to reach out and let me know what they're hearing, how it sounds to them, that'd be great, and then I can know. But either way, we'll start getting into what we've got here. So for today, I've got a big old box of fun that I brought. Let me get into a different camera angle so I can start really showing you guys here what I've got. And we'll go that way with it. Get into some different camera angles here. Let's do that with the. We'll open up the twist so we can show you the twist. All right. Well, it appears that this isn't going to work unless I put Wi-Fi on that. So let's do that. Sometimes I like to test it without it, but we'll do it. We'll do it live. Come on. Let's look at what's going on here. All right. Yeah, I see that. Good. Okay. We're going to start to just get into with this different angle here. I'll be able to show you some stuff that I've got. Get my microphone out of the way here. Microphone, you're not allowed on camera. Come on. We'll get make this just a little bit off so I can maybe put myself here. There we go. All right. So what I've got to show you is I may have gotten some lovely gifts in the mail. I already took away her box, but I know we were talking about Janky the last time I did this, and I finally got the one that I really, really wanted, Tentakitty, and it's a lovely, lovely piece. Let me just get in on some of these wonderful details here. We've got all these different screens that are of different colors. The way it's done, there's even like little pieces on the back which I found hilarious. Like it's everywhere. I also like the build. So they are. I don't want to remove her head and like break it, but you can. Apparently, you should be able to do that. Take some of these off, almost like the Monies and Dunnies, those kind of things. So remove at your own risk. I'll say that the crown fits perfectly, and she's adorable. Look how adorable she is. I love it. She's so cute. And then let's go into the next piece. Okay, so Tentakitty, got her finally. She's usually upstairs at my desk by my typewriter, so that's where I keep her. She's adorable. I also picked up one of these over the week. These blind boxes. Apparently, they are Walgreens exclusives. But I picked up a Gwen Stacy unmasked. That was the first one I opened, and that's going to a very close friend of mine, Sam Baroni. I think he wants it more than anyone else, so it's his. He has a very elaborate collection of Gwen Stacy's, so he gets that. But I got the cute, adorable anime Spider-Man. the ghost of her dead father inside of a robot or the spider. I forget, but they have a psychic link. Also, what's hilarious is that because they are bobbleheads technically, this one actually has a little bobble to its head. It doesn't really work too well. I don't want to like mess with it too much, but it's got a little bit of bobble to it. I thought that was funny. There's also a little bit of like I don't think the camera will be able to pick up. It's very subtle. Like there is a little bit of incandescentness to this thing to make it almost appear like it's see-through on the front screen, which is kind of cool. The paint job is pretty good. It's not too shabby. It's not as intricate as anything else that would be in these, like I would say, like little Funko Pop kind of mystery figures. I think it's sponsored by Funko. Yep, Funko Pop. They have some very cool figures in this grouping, though. I would really like to get one of those giant green goblins, or even the it looks like a black and white Kingpin in there. Kingpin in that movie is probably one of the best depictions of Kingpin I've ever seen. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's put that away. Get to the next thing. So I also was able to pick up Lion Cat. I don't know if you guys know about Saga, if you've read it or not, but I was able to get my hands finally on a glow-in-the-dark version of Lion Cat. As far as pop figures go, I don't own a lot of them, just because I'll probably try and pick up the Golden Girls and Big Trouble in Little China. Those are the ones I'm going to try and get my hands on. But let's get into these. You've got this guy right here. So Lion Cat is essentially a tool. Like he's basically there as a lie detector test in this series of comic books. His owner uses him that way. Saga's an amazing series. I'm not going to try and sell you on Saga. You're either into it or not. But it is an amazingly written comic book, and I highly recommend it. This one specifically I got because of its ability to glow. And I'm going to light it up. I'm getting all this light, letting it filter in here so I can show you that it kind of glows in the dark a little bit. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but we'll show that a little later maybe. I'm going to turn some lights off later. I got some other stuff I'm going to work on cross stitch today as well. I'm going to finish this off. Just a little chest piece that I'm working on for the hoodie that I always wear. I like to throw them in, and I'll show you guys kind of how I'm going to finish this bad boy off with some glow-in-the-dark thread that I use. I love glow-in-the-dark thread. So we'll do some lights off action at the end of the stream. That'll be fun. Let's go into our first gift of the week that I got. This was very, very cool. I got this actually last night after a show, after doing stand-up. My lovely friend Scott Brennan gifted this to me. You may know him as Brendan Weaver. As far as we go online, that's how you want to know him, because that's where you're going to find his artwork, is Brendan Weaver. Okay? And we're talking about very trippy, psychedelic surrealism. I don't know really how to describe his art. I love his art, though. It's the paintings that he does, some of them are really big, and I love big paintings, don't get me wrong. But the little intricate work that he does on some of the little pieces, it's worth buying. He's going to be, I feel like he's going to be a really good, well-known artist eventually. He's doing stand-up too, which is crazy to me. Like, I love that. So we get along on an artsy tip, like, because I love what he does. So just check that out. This is a nice little dunny for you, a money painted. Probably, I'd say, like 2006, 2007 version. I don't know, but you can see, yeah, Money World. So this is probably actually like 2010 even. This is one of the nice bigger heads, so it could be, I don't really know. I can't time them out as well yet. I'm getting there. But this is a nice little piece. This is like a little gift. Like, Joe, this needs to go home with you. And that's important. After a night of comedy, you know, you got to find a person that, like, gets it and goes, hey, this is for you. I love it. It's like a little moon. There's a lot of like really cool subtle details in there, and for me, that's what sells it. This one's gonna be at my desk, right next to Tenant Kitty. Okay, that's typewriter inspiration guy. That's where I like to keep them. All right. So before we go into any paper toying or cross stitching for the day, I'm gonna do this really quick. I hope it's really quick. Chromopolis Michael. I forget how to pronounce his name properly, but the discreet assassin. He just loves killing. You know what I mean? So we're gonna try and put them together. I feel like this is the place to do it. This is how I like to relax on a Sunday. Thank you all for joining me. I hope that it's not sounding too awful. I am. Oh, hey, what up? What up, Cat? How you doing? What up? I just saw. Sorry, I had the chat hidden and I couldn't see you. But now I'm better at it. I'm just trying to make sure the camera's right and that my audio's pretty good. How does it sound over there? Oh, she is adorbs. Thank you for commenting on the audio, too. You're paying attention for me. I love that. I'm going to turn the music up, so tell me if it gets too loud. I don't want to be douchey about it, but I do want to set up a vibe while I do things. Alright, there we go. So, this is a pretty... I'm not going to say that these aren't amazing, because they are, dude. Like, these Todd McFarlane pieces, he's doing... McFarlane Toys is making some decent builds lately, so I picked up one of these. I'm not going to do the whole Rick and Morty set. I don't have room in displays for them, but I'm sure they're amazing. I might do a Scary Terry or Answered My Eyes Johnson as well. That they're on that set, so I would, why not? Oh, this has a book. It's got a booklet of instructions. Oh, it's stickers! Stickers in the book! Sweet. All right. So let's get into this here. We've got directions. We'll get a little bit of ASMR in this packaging. Oh, you got that. You got that ASMR. Nice. Oh! Ha! 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 I can't get it. I can't get it. All right. When in doubt, whip a knife out. So you don't look like you're struggling too hard on stream. That's it. We don't want that. Oh my god. So I'm already noticing something amazing about this that I did not know. Okay? Because it is not pictured anywhere on this box. There's not a hint at this in any way, shape, or form. But inside of this bag, I can see a plumbus. There is a fucking plumbus in this set. I hope that it's in every set. Everyone deserves it. But it came with its own little plumbus. I had no idea that I was going to get a plumbus out of this. This is amazing. I'm going to try and make it so that he's holding the plumbus. That's like you got it as payment for an assassination attempt. Holy shit. You guys, a plumbus. He's got his own plumbus. That's awesome. Alright. I don't know if a plumbus is like a fleshlight, but that's what I feel like it is. And nobody wants to talk about it. They're just really open about it in the future. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Let's get into the first step here. We've got stickers that we need to apply in the first step. Alright. So you guys can follow along if you have this set at home. And you've been waiting to put it together for, like, I don't even know, like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't even remember how long I've had this set. So it looks like they need to be opposing. So as long as they're opposing, it doesn't really matter how you put them. Just put the stickers on the pieces. Proper application. Let's get it. Alright, here we go. Nice. Nice and flat. Huh? I always worry when it comes to stickers on like Lego pieces because I'm terrible at lining everything up, and then I feel like it's not going to line up later. But I feel like they always make the stickers too big. That's, I would rather have them always be small than be too big. You know what I mean? Is that just me being a weird size queen about it? Alright. Here we go. Sweet. All right. Boom. First step complete. This one's going here. Looks like on the picture. I'm trying to follow directions on the picture. This is gonna be really sad if I can't even complete like a Lego set on stream. That's gonna be really bad. Not, you know what I mean? Not Lego, but Todd McFarlane, don't sue me. Here we go. 2 squares. Although this looks like this here. Yep, that's it. By the way, is there like a patent on? Oh, yeah. The camera's never gonna pick this up. But on every little brick of this, it says McFarlane Toys. Like, there's actually like a little Spawn mask inside of the. No one's gonna. There's no way the camera can get that on there. Oh, but maybe you'll see some detailing. But that's crazy to me. Like that, it actually has it like that kind of detail to it. Whatever. Nice little molding job, guys. Good job. Who does that for you? What company? Alright, am I missing a piece already? Yo, did you... Oh, we got extra piece. No. It's asking me to do... Guys, I'm not crazy, right? We're looking for... It says, right on these instructions. Okay? It says 4. I need 4 of these. And I only have 3. I don't see a 4th one anywhere. Alright, I'm going to open this up and hopefully I don't need to use it on anything but that. But, oh man. That's going to be a bummer if I had to do a review. Look at this, guys. I reviewed your toy. And you know what happened? I didn't get the right amount of pieces. Whose fault is that? Alright. Let's do this. I think I have enough in order to... Hopefully I just don't need one of those 2 for another part. Also, if the door works and I can put the arch over and he still fits on it somehow and stands, that's fine. Well, we're not gonna be a jerk about it. We cope. We can cope. Alright, so this goes here. Wait, did I do that? I definitely did not do that right. This is supposed to be all the way in the back, like this. Okay, I didn't put them in the right place. That's on me. Alright. Why is it so shaky, camera? Camera, stop being so shaky. Is it because you're attached to my shitty table and we're doing this? And I'm very motion heavy? So sorry. Alright, I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Alright, yeah, now we're lined up. Next step. Here. We can make it a tighter grip. I feel like if I make this camera a tighter grip, it won't shake as much. Because my light isn't like over here shaking. Alright. Right? That should be good. Like, better. Much better. I just don't want to like make anyone sick when I am like sitting here just putting my hand on a table. Alright, we'll do this. I hope you're all enjoying our lovely toys that we're making here. Alright, next sticker. Looks like we need another 2 of these. And we're putting what looks like some little access panel sticker on there. Hell yeah. Just making some toys. Hell yeah. Here we go. Again, it's like the sticker's almost too big, but it's not bad. We're doing this is starting to look like an actual doorway. Look at that. We're getting a portal effect here. There's definitely a doorway. Next one is going to be one of those pieces I had to use. Oh no. With a light piece, lighter blue. Alright. Oh. Huh. Okay, well, apparently I did mess up again. This is supposed to be double high. See, I feel like I get ahead of myself on these little things. I'm like, this is easy. I already know what I'm doing, and then I mess up and then make myself look like an idiot. So, clearly you don't know what you're doing. Alright, let's do this. Boom. It's like, you can't mess up working on one of these, but you can. You really, really can. And then you look like a fool! Alright. Okay, this is done. Now we put this piece upside down into the top. Doo, doo, doo. Hell yeah. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. It won't go in. It won't go in the hole. Oh my god, dude. I feel like I'm gonna break it. Okay, that one went in. Maybe it's just like this hole's just a little bit tight. It's a little tight hole. Yeah. Oh, we're hearing snapping. Snappy snap. Here, I'm gonna switch this up. I might have to use a different piece. I think this one's just tight all around. That's just a fucked up hole. Yeah. I'm gonna take this one out of commission. Hopefully we don't need it. I'm gonna try a different one. I understand it. Sometimes, you know, when you're printing these things out, who knows what their molds look like. You get one bad batch and somebody gets shafted. And I gotta sit here and almost break my little finger trying to poke it in. It's like stepping on Legos, but it's reverse. It's like you're actually like pushing on the Legos no matter what you're doing. Alright. Next piece is this weird guy. What's this guy? This, and then this. Yeah. And they're gonna look like what? Oh, with the things on the inside. Okay, I'm just looking in depth. You gotta look at these instructions like really closely, because could mess it up. All right, that's in. Okay, there it goes. Good. I feel like I'm losing the structural stability of this doorway. All right. Next one is a sticker piece. We're doing this guy with this guy in the middle. Come on, get out there, get out there. You're making me look foolish. Alright, now sticker. Hell yeah. Boom. Sorry. Should be showing, not just delaying this here. There we go. See, the sticker again, I feel like I messed it up a little bit, but oh well. Looks good. They're always too big. Now it says that we need to reverse this, put it upside down, with the sticker facing down. Ooh, so we got 360 stickers here, guys. You look up, you look down, you go see stickers. We got coverage. Lots of stickers here. Alright. Ooh. Let's put this in. Yeah. Bottom. I mean, this is what it's telling me to do, so I'm just doing it. So now this will go, these two here. They're supposed to go like that to add stability. There we go. There it goes. Nice. And this is going to go on the, it says the side? How does that work? How does that snap on? Oh, okay, I get it. It just kind of hangs. So it goes on the one side here. It's got a nice little nugget here, so it just kind of hangs off. No support in the middle, just off the top there. And I think we're going to have enough pieces to make this actually work regardless of missing that one piece. So, look, you get, is this the one that I was missing? Is this, you guys, we looked at the table, right? I'm not crazy? Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. We're going to go back. We're doing a little editing. Late in the game editing here. I found another one. Maybe it was under the sticker sheet. Urgh! I hate it when it gets caught under the sticker sheet. Now I look like a fool. Alright. I don't really care if I look like a fool. Let's just be honest. There it is. Nice. That's all in. We're back. Fully edited. Modified piece. Back to the other side. So we're going to take this. Put one on each end. Sweet. Love it. And then this just goes in here. It's for stability. And we hang it off the side. Nice. So now we got a nice little doorway portal there. That's, you can see there's some nice detail on this. You got the bottom of the floor sticker is really cool. And then we got that top of the upside down light coming in. Look at that sticker there. Whoa. 360 stickers. And a Plumbus. By the way, Plumbus piece alone might be worth the whole set. I'm not going to lie. Let's put them together as gun. Just two pieces here. They snap in. There we go. Boom. And then we've got a gun. It looks like his hand actually has a little slot in there. We just have to turn this a bit. And I don't know if it turns. So maybe we don't turn it a bit. But it looks like that's how it fits in his hand. I'm trying to see here how to put this in there. Let's see. We'll try this one. Maybe he's a lefty and I just don't remember. Alright, well, I don't think he's holding any weapons. Well, that's not going to happen. But we'll see. Was Joe putting in the gun upside down this whole time? Shut up. You don't know. You don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Gun is in. Gun is in the hand. He likes to shoot from the side, though. That's why I thought I could twist it, maybe. So that it could be like, you know, like this. And not like... Kick, 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 kick. Like, I don't know anyone who's shooting bullets sideways like that. Unless you were like a white guy who watched Boys in the Hood and thought that you're supposed to be like, you know, like this the whole time. I don't think that's not how people hold guns. Oh, his leg fell off. He's not a very sturdy assassin. I'll say that. Legs are falling off, all that kind of fun stuff. I feel like he's trying to be alone with his Plumbus. I think the Plumbus fits in his hand. So, look at that Plumbus piece, man. What a perfect Plumbus in all regards. I like it. Oh no, he dropped his Plumbus. A pretty sweet piece. And then we're just going to put him in his doorway. And hopefully he stands there well. I don't know how well he can stand. I don't know if this one's going on the desk. Because listen, my typewriter just alone makes things kind of do a little... Every time I get to the end of a sentence and I got to clear that and send it right back down with the little ching, it moves stuff around. Let's put it that way. So I don't think this is going to be sturdy enough to sit on my desk, but well, maybe some sticky tack. I'm not above it. I'll use it. Look at this. This is kind of cool. We got a little mini poster for a Plumbus in here. Oh, wait, where are you? Where are you, little mini poster? Look at that. See? You got the floob. That's what this part is. That's the floob. Then you got the Grotus. The Grotus here. It's a, if you don't know, it's a Grotus. You got the Dinglebop. That's a little thing on the back. Right? That's this little thing here. The Dinglebop. Yep. You got the Grumbo. The Grumbo goes all the way around. Grumbo. And then the Chumble? Chumble. Chumble's what this is. This stuff right here. This is Chumble. So that alone, I think this little piece alone made that whole set really, really worth it. I like the character as well. He just loves killing. So you gotta be a fan of those guys, right? Anyway, let's get into our next little thing here. I'm gonna do this other one that I didn't get to at the end of the last one. So we're gonna just do one quick little paper toy, and then I think Wasuji. What was I was showing you? First, what was I just was showing this Todd McFarlane toy. So it's this guy right here. From Rick and Morty. Thermopolis Michael, or Kermoculus, I forget his name. He's the discreet assassin. He just loves killing. You know what I mean? If you missed it, and you're just joining us, though, I have also already shown this lovely little lady from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's got a little bit of a bobblehead to it. It's one of the Funkos. I also got my Tentakitty Wasuji. Oh, yeah. Tentakitty, bro. Her little crown, when you put her in full look like that, she can't handle it, but yeah, you dig. She's super cool. I love her. And then, what else did we show? We did Lion Cat. I got Lion Cat. A Funko Pop. I don't buy a lot of the Funko Pops. You already know that, because you know that. But Lion Cat from Saga, a worthwhile buy. Also, it glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. I love glow-in-the-dark things. We'll talk about it more later. And this I got from a friend, Brennan Weaver. He custom painted this. I don't know when. It's a money from probably what I think I said was like the 2010 era. Custom painted. Little moon face with like an eyeball. It's a very good placement, actually. It actually adds some really cool look to it. So I like this piece. He said I had to have this. It was calling my name. We were opening black holes together last night at a comedy show, just by changing our own universes. You know, we're just elaborating as young men do, and that's what we did. But let's get into this. We're gonna get into our other Human Monsters toy. So last time we did a pencil holder. This one is supposedly supposed to be like where you can keep a pencil sharpener and any of the pencil shavings, kind of like a garbage guy, like a catch-all or something. So we'll get into it. I don't think it's going to be very difficult. This is one of those perforated pages, so it should go pretty quickly. And then I think I have a Gundam. Yeah, I'm going to show a Gundam that I got not too long ago. And then we'll get into, I'm going to do some cross-stitching on stream today. What? Cross-stitching? That's for old ladies. Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's very easy. It's very fun. And I want you to send me any pictures if you ever try it. Something I've been doing for a very long time. Some would even say I am a cross-stitch master, although I know it's not true because I've seen the way it's supposed to be done, according to the royal, I don't know, talent agencies of Great Britain, and I do a piss poor job of cross-stitching properly. You can do a lot better than I do, and I like leave knots everywhere. I'm very messy about it, and that's okay. It's okay. It's not a piece that's framed. If I was going to frame a piece of cross-stitch, I'd do a lot differently. What I usually end up doing is like embroidery on my own clothes or like stuff like that just because I want to jazz up some sweaters that I have. That's what we'll be working on today, a sweater that I have. But for now, let's cut this guy out. Oh. Wasuji, how's the sound, by the way? Can you hear any music? Is the music too loud? Do I look blotchy? As blotchy as I think I look. The Royal Cross-Stitch Society. Yeah, that's the one. I know a guy, Mr. X-Stitch. I may have met him a long, long time ago. And he I wouldn't say he berated my cross stitching, but he definitely called me out on some bullshit. Like he's just like, look at the piece I gave you, and his piece that he gave me was immaculate. Don't hear any music at all. See, that's weird. Let me try now. Let me do this. How about now? Is it subtle? I just want it to be subtle. I don't need to hear only the music. But I don't want to just be floating in space, not, you know what I mean? That's weird. I don't want to be that guy. Oh. How about now? Do you hear music now? I mean, I would hope it'd be a little subtleness to it, but if it overpowered, I'd be mad. Alright, this guy's almost out. Again, with perforated paper toys, it's so much easier, guys. And if you want to get into that, I feel like that's a good starting point, just to make sure that the pages are perforated first. I think next time we do a stream, I'll actually do one of my cutouts, so then I'll have to actually cut the whole thing out. I feel like that's a lot more zen than these perforated pages, because I'm sitting there with a knife and going in and out. When really, when I'm doing a perforated page, the knife, it's just there for show. It's really there just to make sure I don't mess anything up or make a rip. Oh. Yeah, see, like some of these are a little bit hard, and I don't want to get that. We got like, it looks like little shavings. I don't want any of that. We got to get all that off of there before we glue, because otherwise those little fuzzies get caught in the glue. Alright. Sweet! This guy's almost out of here. Come on. Come in. You can do it. There it goes. Alright. So again, this specific monster is from... Which book is it? I think it's this one. It's from Paper Toy Monsters, right? Yes, that's from this book right here. So the way this book comes, it actually has all of the perforated sheets already done. So there's no real cutting out of anything. Sometimes the way I started doing paper toys like this was online. So I would find designs from other people that they had made, either blank ones to decorate myself because I couldn't afford to keep buying mummies to paint. And so that's kind of how I got into it. The first book that I actually bought is this guy right here, Urban Paper. I highly recommend this book just because this is how you're going to cut them out. If you have to get a piece of paper on the internet, you're going to use cardstock on your printer. So you're going to have to do all the cutting yourself, and these look a little bit different. I'm sorry, I've done most of the beginning of this book. So you'll see there is definitely a difference. So with these books, you have to actually cut all of this out. The pages are perforated, so you can cut them and then get into it that way. Actually, you know what? I like this guy. I'm going to take him out of here. We're going to do this guy next. See, that's how this works. Oh, no, this will be a whole stream. This guy, he's got a little sidekick. So we'll do this guy next time. But this is the way the designs online kind of look more like that. Like where you have to print them out yourself, and then you can actually, you know, do whatever you want with them. So I think we'll do that one next time. Nana Dad and the Peeps. Not done that one yet. Alright. Let's finish this dude up. Garbage. ASMR on the garbage. Oh, there's still pieces on here. I almost left it. The right strap and the left strap. Goodness. Wasuji, how's the music still? Can you hear it now or no? I don't know if it's important or not, but whatever. Still streaming. We're doing it with or without, man. It looks like my signal keeps going in and out too, which sucks. I hope that you can see this. Let me refresh and just make sure I'm still like going here. I don't even know. My chat on there would still be. You can hear it now. Good. Sounds good. Good. Not too overpowering. That's what I don't want. So garbage. Get out of here, garbage. Cut these straps out. Again, you're going to want to have at least an X-Acto of some sort with you if you ever try these, just because, like, I almost ripped this whole piece right here just because of that. All I did was try and get this corner out, and I knew it was going to be trouble, and I felt it when I was messing with it. And then as soon as I go to rip it, I almost ripped this whole piece. So that's why I keep the X-Acto around. So before, with little pieces like this that are detailed, I'll go in and kind of cut myself. That way, these little perforated parts don't actually come up and then make a rip, because they will. It's something you learn after you've done it a lot. And if I want the piece to look good, if I'm going to put it up on a shelf, especially this piece right here, they're meant to be on your desk as like actually functional artwork, which is why I like them. It's a fun little way. And you can probably really easily just cut these pieces out. The one that I did last week was the pencil holder. Right? You could probably, if I had started this properly, I could have taken all of these, you just take the pieces, you get your own paper, whatever color you want it to be, or just blank paper that you can color or paint yourself, and then you just trace this stuff. Trace the whole outline. It's got all the flappies. The flappies will be there. Yeah, you'll have to, kind of calculate how and where to fold, but that's pretty easy. So if you ever want to do that, that's an option. You make your own paper toys. All you gotta do is have the original, and then you can trace them. Trace them with a pencil. Make them a new color. Alright, let's get into folding here. We got some folding. You know how this goes, guys. We'll start with this guy because he's got the low numbers on him. Alright. And I love this set specifically, this book set. All the prints are 3D essentially. What up, Cocoon? How you doing? What up? What up? Jay, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just folding toys right now. And then I'll post this on YouTube, and you can see all the other fun little things. We'll do a recap at the end, and I'll show you guys all the toys we've already talked about earlier. Alright, this is going to be a problem here. I'm looking at these folds, and we're already having problems where there is no beginning of the fold. So what I like to do is gently, no weight whatsoever. Don't do any weight on it. Just go ahead and give it just a little, like a once over. And what that's going to do is just make it so much easier to fold. So that when we do the fold, it kind of already goes the way it's supposed to go. Again, no weight. Don't, if you put weight on it, you can cut through the paper. We don't want to do that. We just want to start a nice, clean, super straight fold. And it looks like these horns are actually going to come out. So I didn't notice that perforation there, but it is there. So we're just going to go ahead and cut those out now. There we go. Wonderful. That's kind of cool. So this is going to have a nice little 3D pop-up effect when we actually do the fold. I'm going to cut from the other side too, just because this part of the paper is pretty thick apparently. It does not want to go. Again, this is why you keep an X-Acto handy, because even in these book sets and all this stuff, that I don't think that they realize that some of it's not going to come out. There we go. So now you can see it's got that, like, so it pops up effect. It was flat, couldn't really tell, but it actually does create a nice little 3D effect to it. Alright, so let's just get the rest of our folds here. Sweet. There we go, there we go, there we go. Nice little fold. Right there, 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 there. Get that nice. You want to keep those lines nice and straight, because otherwise it can. This is the risky part of it, you know. You just have to have a nice hand. Like I said, don't put any weight on it, and just drag them all. And then you'll notice that they bend a lot easier, and then you have nice clean folds, which is what you want on some of these more elaborate pieces. Right. So, let's start this here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do our folding here. We'll fold all of our flaps. Get all the flaps folded over the way we want them. And then we can start, you know what time it is. Stick it time. You know what I'm saying? We break out that glue, get it going. Now see, look at that. This was almost too deep. And you can, this is the risk that you run. So because I did that scoring, you can see how easy it folds, but it's also creating like a little, you can see where it's separating. Like there's actually an edge to this. So it's starting to go more, you can see it here, like where it's starting to rip almost. So that's why you have to be very careful when you do that. I give advice, and I try to follow my own words, but sometimes even I don't know what I'm talking about. Or it's because I put too much weight on it regardless. I have very heavy hands. Also, the handle on this little X-Acto specifically is very heavy. So it adds a little bit of weight just by itself. Here we go. Almost done with all the folds, and then we'll get sticky. Hope everyone's weekend was amazing. I had a show last night that went very well in Des Plaines. Got to talk to some very rowdy Navy boys. It was very fun. They told me some stories about how they almost died several times. So it's just, I feel compelled to give them my ear. Like, I owe you for your service time, man. Like, holy shit. Talking about how, you know, things almost, you know, kill them. It's very interesting. I'd like to know more, please. All right. Let's do this. I think it's bend out. Yes. Yes. So the weird lines that aren't like just straight dots or whatever, I think it's specifically so that you bend it out. That's how you tell the difference on which way it's supposed to go. All right. If this is supposed to go this way. Alright, let's get to the gluing. It's time. What do you guys want to use? Should we use the super dry adhesive glue? Or should we use the Craft Bond extra strength Elmer stick? Huh? Which one should we use? Which one? This one, keep in mind, this one's got that precision tip. You know what I'm saying? Look at that tip. It's precision. Alright, I'm going to use the precision tip. Since nobody chimed up quickly, it's fine. No one needs to respond to that. That's a silly question. Joe, I don't care how I get sticky, just give me sticky. Yeah, see? Well, Susie knows. Precision tip is the way to go on these things. We're trying to be precise. Alright. Get that pinch in. We got our pinch. Nice. Alright, so that one's in. Number 1 is in. Ooh, get that little roll. Remember, always if you get a little bit of glue on there, get it rolled off. Get that done, because you don't want to, if it gets on some of the other paper, it can actually take off the color. We don't want that. Especially not if we're still messing with outside pieces. Inside pieces, you know, we don't worry about it too much, but outside pieces, try to keep this nice and clean. Alright. Get that precision tip right in there. Oh yeah. See that? Time to get sticky. We get it in. Push, pinch. Hold. Hold. Okay. Okay. We got it. That one's done. Good. I got a little bit of glue on there. See that? Just a little bit. Okay, get that off. Do what you gotta do. Stroke that glue off. Alright. Now, these are numbered, which is really, really nice. I've said that about this specific project book before. So you want to keep following that number because it's going to kind of show you how to not be able to get your finger in certain tight spots, and it gets harder the more of these you do. You kind of think you know which way to go. So when they're numbered and you're just starting, it's a lot easier. So try that. After you do the ones in that book that are not numbered most of the time, you start to figure out, like, oh, well, if I glue that piece first, I'm not going to be able to get my precision tip in there. I don't care how precision it is, it's not getting in between there. Alright. So he's got these ears, these flappy little ears. I love it. So we're going to leave them out for now. I see some strap numbers here for the little straps I cut out. So we're going to have to wait to put his ears down until after that. Now see, this is what I'm talking about when we get to talking about precision tips. Now see, so I need to get into this last flap is number 4. Right? Camera, you can see it. There we go. So I got to get in there. So the only way to do that is this precision tip. Right? Oh no. It seems like my internet connection has been lost. That's okay. I'm still recording. Like it or not. Can't get rid of me now. So we're going to have to reset that up. Hopefully it sets it up for me. I don't have to do that. But we'll see. Oh no. I'm so sorry, guys, that it did that to you. Maybe it didn't like that I was talking about precision tips. I think it'll start itself back up, but we'll see. Huh. Hopefully it starts itself back up. Huh. Let me just check real quick, see if there's anything I can do on my end aside from this. Says I'm live. But am I? Really? Because all it's doing is kicking me out over and over again. That's not good. What is the problem? Oh, it's probably other internet users in my household. You know how that goes. It's terrible. It's so terrible. Let me know if you can see me at all. That's kind of what I need to know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep recording and then we'll put the video out later, I guess. That's so lame. Sorry, everyone. We try to do these things and they don't let us. I'm going to stop and I'm going to start again. There we go. We're trying to come back to it. I haven't stopped recording though, so let's just, the video will stay itself. Oh man. A little garbled, but not too bad. I can see you, dang internet users. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. You guys get it. It's probably my son playing Fortnite. Let's just be honest. That's who's doing this. Fucking Fortnite. Anyway, I think we're back, and if we're not, you guys look for the video on YouTube, and I'll just keep doing this, because that's the only way I can really do it at the moment. Alright, get that precision tip back into it. We're doing it live again. Get there. We got it. So we're going to sneak this guy into that, do that pinch. Okay, I see where the straps are going. The straps are going to be purely, it looks like, for stability. Because they're going in between these two pieces that actually help keep it together. So hopefully I can put those on and they'll stay on when the time comes. Now, let's get this piece closed up as well. Get this ear out of the way. Or is that his arm? Who knows? Who knows? Sweet. Dear Lord. So I tried to log back in, and now it's working, so hopefully the stream is good. Let me know, guys, if you can still hear me. I hope that it's not... Oh, it's still choppy. I can see it being choppy, which is grossing me out. I'm just going to try and not think about it. And if you really are mad and you wish you could enjoy all of it unhindered, just go look up the YouTube video later. The YouTube video will be a lot better and cleaner. The internet in my house just might not be good enough. I've lived that before many times. Welcome back to high school. You got no internet. All right. Or I'll just have to tell my son that he can no longer play Fortnite while I stream. And I'm okay with that too. It's good fun. I'll make him go shovel the driveway. If you're not from Illinois right now, that's what I'm dealing with. I got snow. I've been shoveling. We had a lot. So let's get this pinch on. We got our pinch. Pinch it up. Yeah. There it is. Alright, I feel like everything's in now. So this whole piece is done. We're going to leave this for now, and I'll get back to the pieces when the numbers come about. I think that's when I'll have to glue them on. Okay, we're going to fold his ear when that's all ready. Alright. Yeah, Snowpocalypse for show! Okay, good! You know what I'm talking about? That's snow, son. Hopefully you guys haven't had to dig your cars out. How the fuck has that been? Have you had to do that at the apartment like that? I wouldn't even... Goddamn, parking at a... I had to go pick somebody up the other day at an apartment complex. The roads were so bad that I had to, like, almost curb my own car just to get by another car. It was ridiculous. Just the way that you, like... Because they don't plow. Because apartment complexes don't pay to have that shit done most of the time. And if they do, you live in a great apartment complex, never leave. But for most people at apartment complexes, apparently is terrible. And I forgot that. And, yeah, you need all the help you can get, dude. It fucking blows. Here we go. All our perforations nicely foldable now. Nice and clean. And this looks like the part that's going to go on his back and look like a big old burly satchel that he's wearing. I haven't left the apartment since Friday. Been packing it in. Good. We watched Punisher Season 2 all day yesterday. So, yeah, you guys, you're living the life. That's the way to spend a snowpocalypse. Pick a show, watch it, get groceries when you hear the bad news weather coming in. Buy liquor. Liquor could be important, depending. A good couple of beers, and there you go. Just in case the heat goes out. You're going to want to warm yourself up artificially with the sweater. You're not going to feel warm in the sweater, but if you have a couple of nice brandies and maybe a nice bourbon stout ale of some sort, you can feel warm for real. Alright. Next one. Let's get to the... I think we're on 9? Yeah. So let's start this glue. Time to get sticky again, everybody. Yeah, binge media till Snowpocalypse ends. That's the way to do it. You gotta pick... I'm watching Grace and Frankie right now with the wife. Season 5, if you know about it. That's our thing. We did just finish Future Man. Future Man was pretty fun. We're not big Hulu users, but we got Hulu with our new phones. So we've been watching a couple of those exclusive shows, and it was pretty good. I liked Future Man. It made me laugh out loud several times. So, mostly dick jokes, but that's what happens. You know, when they're well written and constructed like that, you gotta admire them. All right, we got a little bit of glue. We gotta do some rolling. Sorry, guys. Sorry, a little bit of glue. Gotta roll. Gotta roll. Precision tip. At work. Hard at work. What I like to do with it, too, is I use that precision tip almost like a brush so I can really just thin out some of that stuff, because you don't need a lot on there. It's just like a smear. Schmear. A little schmear. Put a little bit of schmear on there. Oh, watch the movie Minding the Gap on Hulu. Oh, yeah? What is Minding the Gap about? 10 out of 10 documentary. Oh, it's a documentary? Okay. Okay. I see you. The Tick, what up, my dude? We're doing some what Uncle Joe would consider art here. We're doing some lovely paper toy making. So you're gonna see some stickiness. We're getting sticky. We got this glue right here with a precision tip on it. Look at all that glue, so sticky. Right. So anyway, got that. Put that on. That's our last hold. We're gonna fold this bad boy in. We're gonna do our pinch. Pinch it. Get your finger in there. You gotta get your finger in. Pinch all the way around. And then I think we're almost done on this piece. We're going to add glue to the last part. Put this bad boy all together. Are you ready for this? And apparently, this is supposed to go with the pencil guy that I created last week. This is the part that holds all the weird pencil shavings. I feel like it's because he's not stable enough to stand up. So, yeah. I had a paper craft kit when I was a kid. Made all sorts of paper toys. See? Listen, you can go back to paper toys, though. You don't have to stop. Call it a kid thing. You can do it right now. Paper toys are for adults too, man. It's the cheapest toy I've found to like keep my toy junkiness going. I'll tell you that. These jankies get expensive, bro. These Funko Pops, when you want a cool one and it's collectible, you gotta spend a little money. And this, you can find a good designer you like online, print up his shit on some, cardstock for free. Essentially free. You're gonna buy a couple of ink cartridges, but who cares? Oh, it's filmed in Rockford and made by local film people. It's on the Oscar shortlisted documentary. You know what? I heard about that from I did a storytelling show in Rockford a couple of months ago, and I was hearing about it then. So I guess I actually have to watch it. Minding the Gap. We'll do it. Oh no, Tenna Kitty's crown fell off when I picked her up. So sorry, Tenna Kitty. Shh, shh. Oh, it won't stay on. Maybe I'm putting it on backwards. Alright, there it goes. Alright. Boop, boop. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is done. We've got all the pieces. What we're going to do is add these numbers up. I think the next one we have to do is 15, because 14 is done. I got 13, though. Oh. Apparently, we're supposed to, in the steps here, see, because I'm looking for the next number. These straps are going to go on first, and then the back piece goes on, and then the little pieces get glued on to the back of the back piece, if that makes any sense. Alright, so 13 is next. We're going to put a little bit of that proper schmear down. Get this arm to stay up. We're just going to do a light smear of the sticky stuff, guys. We're getting sticky now. But only lightly. Lightly sticky. There we go. Nice. Oh. It's a weird project started as a study on the Rockford skateboard community, but then transformed into a study on family dynamics. Some really heavy stuff. Oh. Dude, Rockford. Here's what I know about Rockford. Okay? Rockford is a study in the opiate crisis in the country. So there's a lot of stuff it's gonna point out that people aren't gonna like to see. That I can already tell you. But I don't know if they talk about heroin in that documentary at all. But if they don't, they should, because Rockford has suffered quite a bit from that epidemic. I know it. Let's do it. A little bit of stickiness to go with our heaviness. We're talking about heavy subjects here. Rockford is a wonderful place. I'm doing shows near and around there actually coming up here. I got shows in Loves Park, a bunch of shows in Loves Park in January. You can find all the details about that at whoisjoedegan.com. Just click on that, see me live. And then talk to me about this documentary when I come out there, because I will have watched it by then, I'm sure. Oh. Alright, so now our straps are on. We're good to go. I feel like I'm going to fold these bad boys out. The little strap end pieces because they're later numbers. And I want them out, facing out. Alright. So now these are all facing out. We're good on that. Boom. We're going to do the back piece now, number 15. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Just kind of paint it on. Give it a little schmear. Then that should be good enough to keep it all on there. So we got the back piece. We just put them together. You got to get in there and push from the behind, I'm sure. I'm just trying to line up all the gray so that we can't really see it when the piece is intact. Alright, there we go. So he's all nice and lined up. We can barely see any of the gray behind him for the glue area. We're pushing from both sides. I got 2 fingers on the inside and 1 thumb on the other side of this bad boy, pushing them from the opposite end. So hopefully this glue will stay on there nice and big. I want this connection to be the best one because I don't want them to come detached at any point. Alright, so he's going to sit like this on your desk, nice and flat, and you'll be able to put those pencil shavings in there just the way that it looks from the top down, from the back, from the side. I love the little detailing on the bottom here. And this is to go with our piece that we did last week, this bad boy right here. So he's got the pencil. He holds it for you right here in between his hands. There, you can put a couple of pencils in the back there. And then, yeah. My stream dead. No, my stream ain't dead. Damn it, stream. Alright, hold on. Let me. Oh, now it's green again? Now it's green again because I rubbed it. Because I rubbed it with like its little nub. Alright, now we'll try again. Jesus. Damn bastards with you. Come on, man. Let me know if it comes back up. Either way, we're still recording. And like I said, that's the best way to do this. I'll put the full video up on Twitch as well. Once it's done and I edit all the stupid stuff out of me trying to fix it. Alright. So he's done. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of flappy flaps here. Put a little bit of glue on there. Oh, it's alive! Woohoo! We'll put a little bit of glue on these strappy straps here. And then this guy's done. Well, that was a lot. That was way too much glue. Oh, so sticky. We're just going to leave it there. It's going to be a nice little compound. We're going to take some of it off with the finger. Smear it around on another piece. Oh, the glue. So sticky. Get on the other side here. Rub some of that on there. I'm rubbing it in, guys. We're getting all that glue out that we used way too much on the other side. Alright, I think that's it. He's done. We got some lovely detail on this guy. He's got these little nice little 3D horns. We're going to fold his ears down now so that his ears are kind of down. Love that. And then he's supposed to catch all of our lovely pencil shades. He's even got a pencil sharpener detail on the inside of this bad boy, on the inside of the paper. So that's kind of cool. Again, great detail about this book is that all of the figures are pretty much double-sided. All the paper is double-sided, so it gives a nice little like 3D effect to all the detailing, which is pretty good for paper toys, let me tell you. Because some of them are only, you know, one-sided. And then what are you going to do? You know, if somebody sees through that. Alright. So, that's enough paper toys for today. We're going to do another one of those next week for sure on Sunday. So make sure you tune in for those. Hopefully the stream will be better, and we'll yell at the sun later about playing Fortnite. Or, you know, the thing is that there's a bunch of people in the house. They're probably watching the Netflix. I got one dude probably watching YouTube. Who cares? Who knows? Who knows? Either way, what we're going to get into right now is me finishing this lovely sweater that I'm wearing because I have a piece that's not finished on it. I like to do that sometimes, just add a little touch to some of my clothing. And right now we have this lovely little hand prism eyeball going on. I'm gonna take this off. Ooh, am I taking it off? Yeah, I'm taking it off. Go here, get this bad boy down here. We only have one color left to do, so I feel like I could do that reasonably in a reasonable amount of time on stream. Get my needle out of my hood. That's where I keep it. I know it's the pointed end is facing out. It's for other people to not get hurt with, but here we go. Pull it right out of there. It's my needle. It's just where I keep it. And again, this is just like a thing that I do on some of my hoodies. Sometimes I'll actually put like a cool piece on the hood, so then when I put my hood up, there's just a cool little detail that isn't on everybody's hoodie. You know? I like people to see it. That's what, because I have these tattoos, and I feel like no one ever gets to see them because I never wear clothing that allows you to see them. Like my leg, I got my chest done. Maybe it's because I don't like taking my shirt off in front of people, whatever. But it's, you know, I got these pieces. So what I like to do with my clothes is I'll buy fairly, you know, I wouldn't say generic, but I'll buy like clothes that I like. Just simple colors, and then I'll add stuff to them myself. Like I'll get a gray hoodie with nothing on it, and then I'll, you know, add a giant Mega Man scene that I haven't finished for probably 3 years because I got overly ambitious and it's a giant piece. Alright, so we got our scissors. Gotta have scissors. Also, if we're doing a piece on someone else's shirt or something like that, what I really like to use, because embroidery is very difficult sometimes to get through certain fabrics, I don't even know if it's going to be nice enough. We'll do it on this camera. There you go. I use Thread Magic is what it's called. Look that up. Basically all it is this like lovely little wax that you can put on things. You drag your string through here. It goes through like butter, and then it also actually helps block it from the sun to discolor fabrics and stuff, which is important, especially when you're dealing with an embroidery piece. I feel like they age 10 times faster than clothes because you're washing the clothes sometimes. So we're going to take out some of my favorite thread to ever use. This is always my glow-in-the-dark thread. So it's the last thing I add to most of my pieces, just because I don't think a lot of people use it. Also because I like to add little hidden details to the piece that can only be seen in black light or in the dark after you charge them. So if you don't know this about me, I like to cross-stitch. Let's just give some examples here out of the bag. Got a Totoro. Gotta have a Totoro. Got a Nug Life. Like Love Life, you know what I'm saying? But it's a delightfully articulated looking Nug. Maybe you see some hairs in there, maybe you don't. This one, another one of my favorites. I Nug You. Or I Love You. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, this is also done with glow-in-the-dark thread, the I and the U. You can barely see it in the light, actually, now that I'm noticing. Yeah, even on this camera, it's hard to see the I and the U, but it's there. So that's just something I've been putting on a lot of things. I'm going to probably start doing hats like that. So that next winter, I actually have hats to sell at shows. Be kind of cool. Other times, I make art pieces. So this is, if you're not from Aurora, you probably won't know what the hell this is. This is the Northgate Shopping Mall sign is what that is. So if you're from Aurora, Illinois, and you get what that is, that's what that is for me. I see things and sometimes I like to make them into pieces because they're just for me. They're, you know, nobody else is going to want to buy this thing. But I like it. I like the image. Very image-heavy person. Alright, so we take our thread. If you don't know a lot about cross-stitching, that's fine. This isn't a necessarily like a litmus test, but these skeins, when you buy them at Hobby Lobby or whatever, they come like this. You can separate it into one strand that's really long and just work it through that way. Or, oh, is my camera frozen there? I think it is. Hey, Logitech. Catch up with this. Or just don't. I don't know. Alright. Maybe we'll go to the laptop then. Hold on, guys. Sorry to do this to you. But that's what happens when you lose a camera. I'm having all kinds of troubles today. This is not fair. Alright. Let's get that camera back up, because this one is definitely not going to work. Alright. Let me just take a second and get this back up for you guys. Sorry. I'm going to deactivate. Then I'm going to activate. There we go. Alright, I think it's back up. Very nice. Boom. Got it. So we're back. Basically, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by camera malfunctions is that what you're going to do is you're going to take the skein of, it's probably about 6 strings. Sometimes they have 8, but 6 is the way that it usually ends up. So you get about 3 of these. You pull 2 of them out, and you're going to go ahead and separate them from the rest of the skein. This fabric, this specific thread is a little old, just because I think this is what I'm trying to use it like you would any other expiration date. Like I'll use the older thread that I have first. Sometimes that's a pain in the butt because this, for some reason, the glow-in-the-dark threads when they first started making them were very fluffy. Now they're a little bit thinner and it's a lot better. But so this older stuff is just a little thick, but I feel like it also glows in the dark better. So maybe there's like radioactive waste in this one that I don't know about. Alright. Hopefully the stream is still going. We're going to do a couple of knots. The way that I like to do them just really easily is it's a trick I learned from my wife. A long time ago. She's the one who kind of taught me how to cross stitch. So we take the thread, you hold it, you wrap your finger around the back of it like this. See, I'll do it on close to the camera. Wrap it around the back. It goes in front of, and then you just pop it in the hole. So that's the one I use all the time. That's my knot. So I'll make like 3 of those, and then I'll combine all 3 of the little knots into one big knot so that it can't come through. And that's kind of how I set up a knot for the stitches I'm about to make. And then once this is done, I'll take all this thread, and I will run it through this wonderful thread magic. You see the thread magic here? Right through there. Just pull it all the way through. All the way through. And I'll do it a couple of times so that it's nice and waxy. And what it also does is it stops it from running or shedding. Because what will happen sometimes is the thread itself, because my fingers are grotesque and I need a pedicure very badly, it'll actually scratch the thread, and it'll actually start to shred it a little bit. So I'll coat my fingers. Usually I can use a thimble and it'll take care of it, but we're not going to do that right now. I don't need to be wearing thimbles on my string. Sometimes it covers my calloused hands and makes it so that it can't strip. Alright, so let's thread this needle, as they say in the biz. There it goes. I actually, because my hands are so big, I actually do have a needle threader that I use from time to time, and we may need to use it. So we'll see. I don't think I'll need it right now. We're threaded. Good to go. Let's get into this first stitch, yo. Let me put away all these X-Acto toys so I don't cut myself cross-stitching. Alright. Get this bad boy in the light. Get him in front of the camera. We'll try and do this the best we can on camera. Alright. So, right side up. This is the design. I'm going to be doing it upside down, so hopefully it doesn't make anybody throw up. Just easier for me, camera angle-wise. So, what I'm going to do is, when you start a stitch, what you want to do is start in the upper left corner of the stitch. This grid that you see is just there to kind of help me find where they would be otherwise. Like on regular cross-stitch fabric, it's just little circles is all it looks like, and that's because technically those are squares that you're making. It's like grid paper. So what you want to be able to do, it works really well with 8-bit, anything like that. You can convert any 8-bit design really easily, 16-bit design, into a cross-stitch pattern. Super easy. The way this design looks, the way that I drew it in my book, is just graph paper. That's how I used it. So I colored. These are color-changing threads, though, so I had, like, light purple, dark purple. All of my thread is, like, light to dark purple, like, color change. And then I had blue, so it's, like, light blue to dark blue color change. And then green, lime green to almost chartreuse and, like, teal almost in that thread. So you can see it did this nice little thing where it creates a lot of individual colors that aren't necessarily always the same, and that's kind of what I wanted on this one. I like that a lot. So where we're doing the glow-in-the-dark color is we're going to finish coloring in this eyeball, so all the whites of the eye will be glow-in-the-dark, and then we're going to do some designs around the pattern, and just the outline of the actual hand itself will all be glow-in-the-dark, so that when you see it in the dark, the outline of it will glow. Kind of cool. I know we're doing a lot today on stream, and I apologize. It's just I had a list of things I wanted to get done. I was like, I got all these toys I want to show. I got a toy last night that I got to show now. This is important. We're doing it here. We're doing whatever we want. It's Sunday morning. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Having a nice little stay-in at home. Chilling out. Maxing all cool. And we're just cross-stitching here, man. This is how I Netflix and chill. When I'm watching something, I just sit here and I really just kind of, vibe out. I have other projects that I'm working on for other people. I'm probably going to do a piece on my son's hoodie as well soon. He wants another hood piece, so I'll do that for him. He hasn't told me what he wants yet. It'll probably be a mushroom from Mario in some way. I've done those for him before. It's usually what he likes on his hoods. Oh yeah. So I know this isn't riveting. It's just relaxing. This is what we do cross stitch for. We're here to slow ourselves down a little bit, get into a handcrafted item, and it's funny to me when people ask. A lot of people will be like, so when I have a piece out, right, like some of those pieces I showed, like that Totoro, they're like, why is it $25? It's so little. Because that little piece takes so much time. Like this piece, I thought this was going to be super quick. I've just been doing it on like before work, after work, when I'm waiting around in the car. I've got this hoodie just sitting back there, and I'll do maybe one color a day. Sometimes it takes, total 3 or 4 hours to do a piece like this. So that's why it costs when I have those little cross-stitch guys out there. It takes a lot of time to put that together. It's handmade. You have to think about it like that. It's embroidered. I've done that for people's shirts before too. Like I've got this polo shirt I'm working on right now. It's like green. I'm gonna put some little effects on the horse. Like the guy is gonna be, maybe smoking something, and I'll have the horse looking super cool. Maybe make the horse a rainbow horse. I don't know. I'll make him a zebra just cause. You can do whatever you want. But that little, polo logo of the little guy riding on the horse on the chest piece, I'm just gonna mess with it a bunch and see what I get out of it. And then I'll wear the shirt out, and people will be like, "What the hell?" I'm gonna try and get a polo one too, not Lacoste. There you go, and do some fun alligator or weird gator stuff to that one. We're doing cross stitch on stream. People don't know. People don't know what this is about, and I apologize. If you came in for the paper toy fun, I apologize that we're getting into other different crafty stuff. Maybe I should call this like crafting Sundays or something, but we'll get into it. Date night is gonna be Friday or Saturday probably with the wife. We'll play some games, hang out, and then I think Sunday mornings are just for chilling and working on stuff. which is what I hope everyone's doing with their day off. I mean, if you're gonna sit and watch a show, do something, draw something, maybe I don't know, paint what you're watching, or I don't know, Get at least get your budget in order, work on a calendar so you know what's coming up the next week. I just feel like if we're all sitting around Netflix and chilling, that like nothing's getting done. Like I already feel like that's happening in the government, so like I don't want to be that guy. Like that guy watches too much TV. I can't do this too. You know what I mean? So I try to work on like actual factual projects while I'm Netflix and chilling, so I feel more accomplished. I type a lot too. That's probably when I type the most. Just sitting there, writing letters, being weird on my typewriter, um, sending those out. It's important. Oh, yeah. We're getting into a little bit of a hairy situation here where this thread is not wanting to cooperate. Like I said before, it's a little bit older. It's starting to break down a little bit. I feel like it's very fluffy. You can tell it's got a lot of fluffiness to it. I feel like there's people like popping in and out of this uh, channel, just like coming to see that there's like proof that there's a guy cross stitching on stream. Yes, it's happening. It keeps people keep popping in and leaving. I'm so sorry. Hopefully, it's not like audio quality and all that shit. I'll post the video, live on YouTube later, and you guys can see what it was supposed to look like the whole time. That's important. Yeah. So I gotta get a better signal. That's rule number one. Better signal. Or I gotta find a time when people aren't. That's why I do it at night. The date night thing that I do with the wife on here, that's specifically because there's nobody using the internet at that time of night in this house, so I can get a decent stream at least. Okay, here we go. I see. I gotta wait until everybody goes to bed and puts down their devices. The Wi-Fi drain is too heavy. That or I gotta put an Ethernet cord and just junkie out. Nobody else gets to use the internet. It's just me. Give me all the bandwidth. I need it. It's more important than whenever you're watching. We're cross stitching live on a stream here. I need the bandwidth. So we're almost done with this eye. It's pretty quick, but you can see it takes some time, man. I think this is all together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches. Double that because you're making 2 for each stitch. So 24 stitches. See, because you got to make a little X. You start in that upper left corner, go over to the bottom right corner, just that first part of an X, and then you go across the other side. So it's like this over and over again. Upper left, lower right, upper right, lower left, and over and over and over again. That's all. That's why they call cross stitching. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Right there. Now there are some people that have different methods too, like the way that you'll see them like not go all the way down with the string, and they'll stop here, come back out, and then pull it through. I don't like to do that with this thread because of the fact that it is fray heavy. There's this other thread that I use that's like a rainbow metallic super fancy thread that I found for like actual sewing machines, but it's all like luminescent and it's transparent in a weird way, and it just looks better than most threads I can find for specifically cross stitching. So I bought that thread just to use it, but that one frays so crazy heavy. I have to stop in between sometimes and use the thread magic again. And if you do that, that's good. You're just lubricating your work, essentially. That's all the thread magic is there for. But it's a where did I learn about that? In Geneva? There used to be like an embroidery store in downtown Geneva, Illinois that was like I think it went out of business. Not enough old ladies cross stitching, but I found a lot of quality stuff there, and I was very mad when they closed. But what are you gonna do? Apparently, this is a very niche, fun thing to try. That's right. You gotta lube it. You get it. You get it. You gotta lube the thread. If you lube the thread, it actually makes it a lot easier. This fabric is very nice, very easy to go through, so it's not too bad. But like, I have another, like, any denim that I've worked with, denim sucks. You gotta, and I don't know who's doing denim without first having a thimble on the finger to stab the goddamn needle through, and without a lube. You gotta have lubed thread for that. Makes it easier. Alright, so this eyeball part is done. And now this is the glow-in-the-dark thread. So we've got that all filled in real nice like. And what we're going to do is now I'm just going to go around all of the outline stuff on the inside of the black. I'm not going to go on the outside of the black at all. It's just going to be all the inside lines. I'm not going to divvy up color or like stop at a different color or anything like that. It's just going to be where the black ends. So it's just going to be all these edges, and then the inside lines are going to be outlined in white. And it'll look a little white, but it'll also glow in the dark when the time comes. And that's what we're going for. So the whole design will be able to be seen under a black light, which is kind of cool. I don't think a lot of people are doing that, which is why I do it. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about putting some kaikan. Am I saying that right? Kaikan? Or should I say it differently? Kikan? You gotta tell me, Jay. I don't know. I'm not cool enough to know. But yeah, he's talking about stabbing through, putting on band patches. If you guys take my advice, spend the extra money. This is like super cheap stuff. You can get it for under $5, I guarantee it. Use that thread magic when you do that, and it'll just work so much better. Oh, looks like we lost stream again. I'm going to stop. I'm going to start again. Here we go. Ready, set, and starting. Start stream. There we go. Hopefully it comes back up. You guys, I'm so sorry that I keep losing the stream. It's starting to piss me off, but there's nothing I can do about it. Not right now. Not without going to a goddamn Best Buy. So now we're just starting our outline. Hopefully everyone's back. Jay, I was telling them that you stabbing your finger is a very common occurrence and that no one should feel bad about it. You got that thread magic and a thimble. You got to get a thimble for denim. That's rule number one, because pushing and a needle, like the needles I usually have, you can buy tapestry needles, I think is what you use. They're very thick, so I have big stupid fat hands, and I can't hold on to some of these other like actual embroidery needles that people use. I don't know how they use them. This is just my personal advice. If you're doing a denim jacket, you need a tapestry needle, a thimble, and some thread magic. And hopefully you're cool enough to know that you should be matching threads with whatever color is on that band patch so that you can't even see the stitches. You know what I mean? It's very important. Or at least it was to me. I think that's how I started any kind of hand stitching of anything, was always the band patches. I had like a trench coat back when trench coats weren't supposed to be cool and you shouldn't be wearing them. I did like 30 patches. Took forever. Yep. And offered up a lot of blood to the sewing gods. Yeah. Well, band patches, usually it is black. So black thread's the way to go. You could get really silly with it. I had like, forest green to match this and like a couple of reds. I'd also the beginning of me cross stitching would probably be me adding other things to band patches. Like, so there would just be like a weird little design that I would put on, or add like a little like something hanging out of a guy's mouth or something like that, or yeah, actually putting a penis on a guy. And then I started designing 8-bit cross-stitch things. That was what really got me in, because I realized how easily 8-bit transfers over. Yes, please show me that jacket next time I see you, because that's I wanna see the blood stains that are still on it that you left on there. You gotta leave the blood on the razor. You know what I mean? It's a band jacket. It's supposed to have a little bit of blood on it, right? Just so that people they know you mosh. You know what I mean? It's so they know that you're cool. You know what? I'm thinking I'm just gonna do around the flower part here. Maybe I'll just leave this part glow in the dark. I don't know if I want to put the whole hand. I think that's heavy-handed, if you will, on the glow in the dark. So we're just gonna do this part here. Yeah. It's a little bit simpler, a little bit nicer. And then we'll go over some of the other toys that I showed earlier again one more time. Give out some more shout-outs. And then I have that Gundam too. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are ready to see this Destiny Gundam that I put together, but I did a piss poor job at it. I don't think there's any blood on the vest, just formed a lot of calluses. See, you gotta let that blood flow. As soon as I like prick a finger, man, I'll do it. Bloop. Now I might put it on some other part. Is that weird? Is that like the artist in me leaving blood on a canvas? It's just a thing. Yeah, no, I did a Gundam. It's a 1/44 scale, so it's not like too big of a guy. But it was under $25, so I picked him up. He's pretty cute. The box was dusty. Let's just put it that way. I got it at one of those mall stores, you know, the Too Cool or whatever. I just liked the way he looked. He had these like bright pink wings. So we'll show him off. We'll show him off later. We'll see how well he holds up. But that's probably not the best advice to buy a dusty Gundam box. It's the Destiny model. I'll show you. In a minute. Once I'm done. I promise. Unless you want me to do it right now. You want me to do it right now? I'll stop this cross-stitch shit. I don't care. You guys are the ones watching. You're the ones paying attention. Do whatever you want, man. I'll do whatever you want. Oh, I've seen your gunplay. Yes, I have seen it. I've seen all the accoutrements. The Gundams I'm specifically gonna try to get into because I feel like with the boy that's the way to go. Like there's no airplane models anymore. It's just yeah, I'm a strong independent male and I'll do what I want. I'll sit here and I'll do these cross stitches as fast as I can. Hopefully the stream didn't just drop out. I feel like it just dropped out again. All right. See, this is my problem with this. I can't win. You know what I mean? It's just it's like, is he live? Is he not live? I don't know anymore. Can you guys still see me? Just let me know. Just let me know if you can't see me. That way, I know that I should just stop. Get it. Oh, see this fucking thread. I knew this was gonna happen, guys. I was telling you. So it has a way of getting caught constantly. And we just want to make sure it's all nice and evened out now. Alright. Good. Glad you can still see me. Because what happens is there's a delay and then I don't know if I'm still dropped out. But if I am, then I have to like start it all the way over. Alright, so we gotta re-thread this. I'm gonna put some thread magic on here again. And this is what I was talking about. We're lubing up our thread. Why are we lubing it up? Because this thread has a heavy fray. You don't have to do this with all thread. You don't have to redo it. I still do it on all my threads. It's just I don't always have to redo, like reapply. But I will do it because it's worth it. It just makes it easier. And when we're talking about doing hand crafted items like this, we're going over quality. So one thing I did learn from the Royal Society of Stitchers. Get that in there. Just keep seeing me put it in my mouth. Again, it's just because this one is very, very heavy on the frame. And I don't want that to happen. Alright. Back to it. So right now we are good to go on this. And then we're going to be... like I said, I'm only going to go around the green parts here. And then I think we'll leave it at that. I don't know if I need to go over the whole hand. Nice. Now it's working nice and smooth. No more problems. You see what was happening is then you have to watch this. It'll actually get caught every time I pull it through here. It'll get caught on this. And then every time it gets caught, it'll like start to fray this. And then when I pull it through, it doesn't look right. It just looks frayed. And that's not what we want. Uh-oh. I also pulled up a little plumbus here. That's what I call these pieces that come through from knots already in the back when I pull them through accidentally. With what I'm... There we go. That was an easy fix. Nope. Maybe I didn't fix it. This piece here, that's the one. Huh. Trying to figure out what piece. There it is. Got it. Okay. So sometimes the little pieces, because I do this very messy, from previous knots, the little piece of thread that's left at the end of the knot will actually come through, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. All right. Perfect. In there. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Am I still visible? You guys can see me? Good. Alright. It's getting all patchy again. And my internet says it's green, so whatever. Green signal, green good. Right? Green's good. Going around all this green. Oh. See, that's my problem. It's like it keeps dying randomly, and I don't know when it's gonna happen either. So it's like it's a dropping in and out issue. I've got to resolve that. We'll figure it out. Again, it could just be the time of day. Like I said, this is a very lazy day in this house, so there's a lot of people just sitting around watching things. The son is playing the Fortnites. You know how it goes. But we're almost coming up to the end of the stream here, so that's okay. I think I'll be on for just a few more minutes. Get this a little bit further along. I don't think I'll actually be able to finish it on the stream, but it'll be pretty close to being done, and then I'll show you guys next week what it looks like. Because then basically all you have to do once you finish doing all the stitching is you pull out all this little fabric one thread at a time. It just kind of pulls out like that. It's just a support fabric, so it just comes right out, and then you pull them out individually without pulling this out, and then what's left is what you stitched, and all of this like little grid fabric will be gone. It's super easy. Looks way more complicated. See, that's the thing, is the lazy days are very good sometimes. You got to get on them. I wish that I had more of them. So Sunday, is really usually my only day to do that, so I feel like I can do one of these streams like this every Sunday. And if I can't, I'll do one ahead of time or something and just post it to YouTube, and just so that I can keep regular with it. The date night thing I want to do more and more often though. Maybe we can, me and the wife were talking about taking phone calls, like unsolicited advice or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so that while we're playing video games, we can answer your couple advice, like just questions. Make it like a little love line or something like that. We're taking late night calls here about relationships. I feel like that's a very fun way to celebrate our couple. We don't really talk about being a couple too much, so I feel like we're over it. I don't know. That happens sometimes, you know. So maybe I should be able to. I don't know that I can give a lot of advice though. I don't know anything about modern dating. Oh yeah. The weird questions though, I feel like you can block them. You know what I mean? I feel like I can do that well enough. I just gotta learn how to kick people out quickly when they start to get weird and shitty. And then once I do that, it's fine. Because you can block people pretty well. And weird questions, though, I'm okay with some weird questions, right? Like, aren't most relationship questions a little weird? Right? I think they are. Yeah, I do need some mods. I gotta get, I have, like, I've been messing with, like, Nightbot and looking at that and seeing, like, how I can monitor. Here's the thing. It's basically, I have to teach myself how to do all of this while I'm also trying to learn all these other things as well. So right now it's like I'm in college for myself, just trying to learn how to do all this shit. And then I've got a MIDI controller right now that I'm trying to learn how to play music and make loops and shit like that so I can make my own music for the podcast. And yeah, so we'll see. Just trying to come up with some intro music, you know what I mean? I've asked a couple of people, and you know, it's one of those things where everyone's like, oh yeah, baby, I can do that, baby, I can figure that out. So I just went out, I asked for a MIDI controller for Christmas, I got one. It's like a little keyboard with a couple of, pads on there for like, you know what I mean? Beatboxing, but with science and loops. I think I can figure it out. Yeah, no, and then that's on top of me trying to do stand-up and writing constantly. Like, I have to keep that in mind too. But it's like I only have a couple hours, so basically what I'll do is I'll come home from work, hang out with the dude. He gets maximum hours until he goes to bed. And then before I have to go to sleep, I get like maybe 2 hours. And I've just been cramming. Been watching all these YouTube videos on how to work this MIDI controller. Also on how to stream and like make sure that like all that stuff is easy peasy. The videos I make with my son, are super easy because it's us in front of some cameras. I hit record. I stop hitting record, and that's it. It's done. This, though, I feel like I gotta have everything on point before. I started a little bit late this morning, not too bad. I think it was like maybe 12:10, 12:15. So I just gotta be down and ready to start a little bit earlier, but I think I can keep it at the crack of noon. We'll at least start by around noon on a Sunday and keep that up. It's really just about consistency. Because not only will I get better at doing it, like figuring out how to problem solve and troubleshoot on the fly. That's where I'm trying to get to level of this was. All right, I think we're gonna finish this, and then I will show you guys next week once it's all done. But we've gotten all the way around almost. We're like here on there. We got 2 leaves left. And then that way I can do like a proper glow in the dark showing of it next time too. We can turn all the lights off and have a go. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. We'll do that next week. Next week. Let's show the Gundam, and then I'll let you guys get out of here. I know we all have more important, fun things to do, and if not, that's okay. I don't. I'm gonna go work on finishing that sweater and get some lunch. That's about it. All right, so this is the one I got. Like I said, it was Dusty. It was Dusty. Destiny Gundam. It says it is. I don't. ZGMFX42S. Gundam Seed 36. It's from Destiny. The S Destiny, I believe. I have no idea. Here's the thing. I love Gundam, so I don't care. Is really what it just. I love it so much. Alright, so this is the model itself. Ta-da! 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 He's got this super dope shield. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Get in there, get all those angles. We got all the angles. But the real kicker is these badass wings that we can attach. Oh no, parts fell off in the box. Oh no, a whole back piece fell off in here. Ah! Okay, let's get him back to working, guys. We got extra hands, which is cool. There's a different shield, which was cool. I just like the amount of accessories this thing came with, outside of just the regular Gundam itself. I also have the stand in here, which I have not put him on yet, but I should maybe do that. Let's do that. Get out my X-Acto again. Ooh. We'll just take out a big cutter here for this, a nice, sturdy, thick guy. Oh, there's the display. See, there we go. Lovely. Alright, hopefully I think I've got everything piece-wise to put back with them. Like I said, I really liked the fact that there were some different hand options for this little dude. For a little set, it had a lot of extras, which is what I was happy about. Because I can switch them up. Is that... Am I missing this piece too? What is this? Yeah, where's that? Let's get that piece out. I've already done most of the stickering. The stickering is already done. Oh, another gun. I don't know where that piece is. Huh, that's weird. I'm gonna have to go look up in my room for that piece. Maybe he fell out somewhere. Huh. Alright. So, oh no, there it is. It just wasn't articulated. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it comes with the stand was what kind of sold me on it too, just because this one was actually out on display at the Too Cool that I went to. So it's got a nice little base here with different settings too, so you can have it going straight up. He's even got one of these bad boys where it's like a side profile, so then it can be pushed forward a little bit. So you can put it either one you want on there. I like the diversity. I might actually keep the stand to display something else as long as it still fits that little hole. So this guy, we can get him in there, and we've got this stand kind of works on multiple levels here. So we got this here. We can go in here. We can even probably prop it on his leg somewhere just to get him to stand up. So I'm going to let's put these wings on so you guys can get the full effect here. Backpack is how these are kind of kept on. These go in here. Real nice and fancily. I didn't, as you can see, I didn't finish it all the way. I just kind of did. And I was like, why are you building this right now? You should be doing this on stream. That's what the stream is supposed to be about. You know what I mean? I caught myself. Is what it was. Alright, so there it goes. Nice little piece. This goes on here to cover. And then we've got a nice big fancy gunpla. Gunpla! There it goes. In. Line it up. Come on, line it up. There it goes. As I break the whole piece, watch. That'd be hilarious. Alright. So now this wing is on. Let me get this wing on. And then we should be good. Nice. And now the backpack. What I will probably, and the reason why I bought this one specifically was to start doing some dry brush techniques on it. So if I ever decide to dabble on the day of, I will not forget to start doing it and do it on stream. Because I want to touch this one up and put some custom paint jobs. Like, you know, like you've seen all the asteroid scoring. I have like 4 gunpla I need to build still just sitting in the closet. I really need to do that sometime. Yes, you do. Or you need to sell them so that they get the use that they're supposed to be displayed. You know what I mean? I understand these people that get their toys and they just never put them out. But I mean, really, these things are made to be like taken photographs of and like put out on display so that when people come over, they're like, holy shit, you know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I want to be able to do with my stuff. So, looks like we've got this lovely sword here. We're going to slide that in right here. Oh my god, oh my god. He looks so boss baby right now. I love it. I don't know if the sword's going to sit though. Nope, nope, too heavy. Sword's too heavy. Alright, maybe I just need a better hand to hold it. This one doesn't hold it. That's the wrong hand. Is it this? Should I put the shield on a different hand and should I be using this as the actual hand? Wait. It doesn't fit in any of the hands. And not only does it not fit, it won't stay up. Okay, well. Oh, I've seen the one that you have on display. Yes. See, the hand doesn't have a second piece, though. There's no... this one has, like, a piece like that. Like, it's missing. But I don't know where it is. Hold on. Let me just check the box. Thank you so much, Jay. You're paying attention. You know more about gunpla than I do. That's for sure. Let's get this out. See, there's the part for the hand. Another part of a different hand. See, there's nothing, unless I don't know what I'm missing. That goes there. Ooh. Yeah, that needs to be custom painted. The piece, you know what I love doing? Is looking at the directions and that the piece is so much cooler on the piece. Like, the paint job is 10 times better and all that fun stuff. Is that what this is? What's G? N? Let me look. I think it might be this piece, Jay. Let me see. Is this the magical piece? No, that's definitely not it. That's not it either. I don't know. Huh. Here. It can tell me what it looks like, but it's not in any of these pictures. And when you see him holding the sword, he's using both hands. And there's definitely not a hand that looks like the one that he's holding it with. So it's almost like they're lying to me, you know what I mean? Let's see. Putting hands together requires you to look at things.
I'm already missing parts of the other part there. Oh, oh, oh. Yes. Okay. Either or. Good. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is gonna take like hours of extra work that I didn't realize I hadn't done. So there is this piece here that's going to help him stand up when it comes to it. Just kind of holds him under the groin here so that he can stay up in the air when I attach him to the to the one of these stands here. So it just kind of cups him under the nugget and then holds him up. But anyway, I'm just going to show the rest of them. Yeah, it is another gray piece, but I don't have it because it's the hand is like there's like it looks like a little piece that's in there, but it's not. This isn't the first time I've made a Gundam that didn't have a piece. You know what I mean? But it's weird. For some reason, you know what? Maybe I lost it upstairs. It could be upstairs somewhere. Either way, not important. You guys get it. When you buy yours, it's not going to be all messed up like mine. It's going to have all the pieces. And, oh, you know what? Look it. I got it. Jay, I figured it out. It's this piece right here. It's this piece right here. It's a blue piece. It wasn't a gray piece. We're going to put this hand, put him in. I got it. I did it. You know what it is? I have the other blue pieces on some other hands that I made first that I didn't end up using. That's all it was. So there he is. You can hold it now. What? What? Come at me, bro! Yay! Yay! Look at that. Look at that wingspan. Oh, so beautiful. Alright. Well, he's holding it now. We did it. Yeah! See, we figured it out. I don't look like a total tool. Also, super cool extra weapons here. This thing is amazing, and I love it, and I wish... Yeah. So you could fold this bad boy out into a whole nother sword. You gotta take the laser piece from it, but you can have one of those, same exact thing, but with green. Pretty cool. Also, what do we have here? We got the gun. The other gun. Oh, gotta have a Gundam gun. Look at that. It's got a nice little shifting reticle on there, so you can switch how you aim it. Yeah, you like that. And then, of course, the shatter shield. Love that. The actual nice translucent piece. Looks amazing. Right? Get out of here. Look at that thing. And then we've got the actual defense shield. Look at that. Super cool. Alright, so you guys, that's been it for this week. I'll be checking in again with you next week. And we'll see what we talk about. I don't know what I'll find in the meantime, but I know it'll be fun. And if not, we'll just end up doing paper toys anyway. Because that's what we like to do. Alright, you guys, maybe I'll show you the cross stitch when it's finished. I'll do these other toys. Jay, maybe you didn't see them. We'll do a quick recap. Ready? Here we go. Boom. What do we got? From Brennan Weaver of comedy and art fame. This lovely little money that he said belonged to me and needed to go home with me. We were opening up black holes the other night, making portals in our lives and making some weird timelines. So this right here is a remembrance of that for me personally. Also, picked up the Tenakitty from my Janky series. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but check that out as well. Look at this lovely lady. She is mine now. She sits at my desk by my typewriter. We have lovely conversations. And her little tentacle hat. Gotta have the tentacle hat. Very important. Also, what did we do? We did Lion Cat, a Funko Pop. Finally got him. Glow in the dark. He's the best. Saga. If you don't know about it, check it out. And, of course, lovely little Into the Spider-Verse bobbleheady. Ooh, it's got a little bobblehead because the rest of it doesn't bobble. And then we did Thermopolis Michael, or whatever, Thermopolis. I don't remember. Hopefully that gun has antimatter. His enemy cannot be killed with regular matter. And it came with a Plumbus! Never forget the Plumbus, you guys. Always bring your Plumbus. That's been this week. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!